What's going on, everybody? My name's Michael, and welcome to the Quacks N Racks Outdoors podcast. I just wanted to hop on here today. So today is going to be kind of our intro pilot, whatever y'all call it these days, video and podcast. This will be on YouTube, and then we will have this up on Spotify and possibly Apple Podcast as well. So formerly, we were known as Quacks N Racks Outdoors. If I'm being honest, we had very little traction with that. But I think part of the reason for that is this is kind of a pipe dream of mine. I'm starting from the ground up. So just to be fully honest with you guys, I'm not sponsored. This is just me talking into a camera right now. And, I hope to get some short YouTube videos out, some long form content out, reels, things like that in the future. But we're just going to kind of keep trying to plug along with material and hopefully y'all enjoy it and y'all can come on this ride with us and we can kind of build a community of what I want Quacks N Racks Outdoors to kind of evolve into. So that said, back to the intro piece, like I said, my name's Michael. Hunting is probably the biggest passion in my life besides my kids and my wife. So why I hunt, I think the adrenaline rush we get of the game we're chasing after is just a thrill. I love being outdoors. I mean, that's probably the big thing behind of why I hunt. I mean, I know I'm inside recording a podcast right now, but if I could be outside, I would be outside. So whether that be doing yard work, hunting, going for hikes, camping, things like that, just I like to be outside. So like I said, the thrill of chasing game is probably the thing that really gets me into hunting. So whether that be a dream buck I'm chasing or some greenheads, dropping into decoys, feet down, just flooding it right over those decoys. So that's pretty much why I hunt. My dad got me into it. I'm hoping I can get my son into it, and we'll touch on that here in a little bit. Kind of why I want to get into this podcast and what I want to do with the podcast. But the thrill, the chase, the hanging out with friends and family, the camaraderie around it. It's why I really enjoy duck hunting, even though I do a lot of solo duck hunting right now. I hope in the future, through networking, things like that, I can get on some hunts with some other people that, hopefully can be friends. I got some buddies that do duck hunt. They just don't get into it as much as I do right now. But that's okay. And then with deer hunting, it's me time, right? Sitting in a tree stand, you're alone with your thoughts. You get to relax, things like that. You get to decompress. So I mean, the list goes on of why I hunt. It's the camaraderie. It's the me time. Like I would sit here and talk about hunting all day. So and we'll do that, with this podcast. So that's a little about me. So why am I here? Why am I doing this podcast? And I think, I don't know what Quacks N Racks Outdoors is going to grow into. Like I said, this is a pipe dream of mine. I'm not sponsored. This is me right now. I'm recording this on an iPhone and a tripod. That's about as far as the gear goes that I have right now. So some of the hunts that I recorded for Quacks N Racks Outdoors, same setup. It was just my iPhone. So I'm hoping to invest a little bit. We'll get some actual, GoPros or cameras, something like that, to make these a little better quality. And then probably some actual like mic equipment, for doing the podcast and things like that. But like I said, this is a pipe dream of mine. I'm working from the ground up, and I hope you guys follow me on that. So why am I doing this, and what do I want this podcast to kind of evolve into? I really want to talk about balancing life and our passion for chasing this game, right? I think a lot of us average hunters kind of go through the stages of life, and hunting always seems to dwindle out a little bit as we get busier. We get married, we have children, things like that, and I think hunting gets put to the wayside. So how do we balance that, right? I am so grateful for my spouse, my wife, Emily. She knows that hunting is what I think about 365 days a year. It's my passion. I wouldn't go quite as far as saying as it's what gets me out of bed in the morning, but probably close to, besides my children and her. But she'll hop in my truck and I'll get an eye roll because I have a hunting podcast on. So if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't get out hunting as much as I do. So I mean, she's the backbone for this. So she's also kind of the backbone around me chasing this pipe dream, right? So I mean, if you guys can see this Quacks N Racks sign up in my sunroom here where I'm recording this, she got that for me. She knows like this is a kind of a dream of mine. So Emily, I love you. I thank you for pushing me to kind of chase this dream. And we'll see what it grows into. So yeah, like I said, I want to talk about the balance, right? Like, how do we get out hunting and still have the balance of home life, whether we have children, whether we don't have children, married, not married. I want to get guests on here to talk about this as well, right? Like, I don't want this to be a one-way conversation. So I have some people I'm going to reach out to. I'm going to network a little bit, try to get them on here. They'll be fellow YouTubers. I'm looking at hopefully getting a puppy in a year or two. Sorry, Emily, but you're on board, I think. I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge. But the puppy, the dog trainer breeder that I'm looking at, I follow him a lot. There's a reason why I picked him as a breeder, and I really want to get him on here as well. He's a great speaker. I'll try to get some friends on here, and we'll just kind of go back and forth and talk about how we balance life and our passion for hunting. So hopefully we can grow into something bigger. I really want to do some short form content. I really want to do some long form content of the actual hunts, like I said before. So, but I'm also going to bring you guys along the ride of life in the off season too, right? I mean, it's March 1st. I mean, there's nothing open in Wisconsin right now. Maybe small game hunting, which I don't really do. Don't quote me on that. I haven't looked at regs. If someone goes and shoots a squirrel, I did not tell you to go do it. But I'll take you on the ride of how I get ready for hunting season, right? Whether it be doing just silly yard work, we'll try to do some content on that, getting decoys ready, getting the kayak ready for my solo duck hunts that I do. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a side-by-side coming soon. But yeah, like I said, I'm always thinking about hunting 365 days a year. So we'll bring you along that journey as well. So like I said at the beginning of this podcast, if you are here, I want to thank you all for stopping by. If you've hung on this long to me ranting, I appreciate it. I hope you guys appreciate what we're going to talk about in this podcast. Really short back to that. It's just going to be balancing life and hunting, right? That's what I want this to kind of grow into to start, and then we'll see how it evolves. But thank you again for being here. If you guys can, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, share this with your friends. If you guys have ideas of what we should talk about, drop it in the comments. If you guys want to connect, please reach out to me on social media at Instagram. We're at Quacks N Racks Outdoors as well. And we'll get this content rolling out for you. Time-wise, I'll try to get 1 to 2 of these out a month to start, kind of go back to that balance of hunting and things like that. But if we can really ramp it up, I'll try to get more content out to you guys as well. So, again, thank you for stopping by. We'll get this going for sure on Spotify. I don't know about Apple yet. And then obviously if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you guys know you can find it on there too. So, again, thank you. Please give me a like, give this a subscribe, share it with your friends. Let's see what we can grow this into, and let's have some good conversations going forward. So, I guess from there, for the last time, I said it a million times recently, thank you. Cheers. We will have cocktails flowing probably during these podcasts. If we have guests on, if they want to indulge in a beverage as well, I won't be shy, but, that's me. So, I like to relax. I like to have some fun. And hopefully we can have some great conversations. So for the last time, thank you again. Please give us a like, please give us a subscribe, share with your friends, and, we'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks. Cheers.